WWE is buzzing with excitement as rumors swirl about a groundbreaking offer from Triple H to Roman Reigns. After months of silence and uncertainty following Paul Heyman's shocking betrayal, the tribal chief may be ready to make a dramatic return, this time with a game-changing contract in hand. But this isn't just any deal. Triple H is reportedly offering Roman not only creative control and part-time dates, but also a secret partner at Backlash 2025, handpicked to help him dismantle the rising threat of Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This shocking twist could ignite WWE's biggest feud in years, promising explosive battles and unexpected alliances. As the countdown to Backlash heats up, fans are left wondering, will Roman accept Triple H's offer and reclaim his throne? Backlash 2025. The stage is set before diving headfirst into the seismic rumblings surrounding Roman Reigns' potential return and the jaw-dropping contract offer from Triple H. Let's pause to soak in the grand arena itself. Backlash 2025. This isn't just any wrestling event. It's a premium live spectacle poised to electrify the WWE universe across 10 intense days from May 11th through May 20th, 2025. And here's the bombshell. For the very first time, WWE's biggest spectacle will air exclusively on Netflix, kicking off at 5:30 a.m., delivering adrenaline-pumping action straight to your screens at dawn. If Netflix isn't in your streaming lineup, don't panic. I'll be right here, front and center, bringing you every jaw-dropping moment, every shocking twist, every heart-stopping slam, and every explosive confrontation. The United States Championship Fatal 4-Way. Kicking things off is a fatal 4-way for the United States Championship, featuring 4 gladiators who embody raw power and ruthless determination. Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight. Each competitor brings their own unique arsenal of ferocity, cunning, and explosive athleticism. But the spotlight beams brightest on Jacob Fatu, a man who doesn't just wrestle, he dominates with primal fury. Every move he makes screams of his unyielding spirit and savage intensity. The bloodline runs deep in his veins, fueling a fire that's impossible to extinguish. With an unstoppable momentum behind him, Fatu enters the match like a hurricane, ready to tear through anyone who dares stand in his path. My prediction: Fatu not only retains the title, but turns this clash into an all-out war, setting the stage for a brutal continuation of his feud with Solo Sikoa. This isn't merely a championship battle. It's family business morphing into a bloody vendetta that will consume everything in its path. Gunther versus Pat McAfee, clash of pride and legacy. Next up, the ring. General Gunther faces off against the wild card Pat McAfee, a charismatic and unpredictable force who's proven he belongs on the grand stage. At first glance, this looks like a classic mismatch. The disciplined, methodical Gunther versus the fearless maverick McAfee. But don't be deceived. Gunther is battling more than just McAfee. He's fighting to reclaim his legacy, shattered and questioned after his stunning downfall at WrestleMania. This match is his chance to silence the critics and remind the world why he's called the Ring General. Expect a brutal tactical assault designed to crush not just McAfee, but any lingering doubt about Gunther's dominance. World Heavyweight Championship. Justo versus Logan Paul. The World Heavyweight Championship will be fiercely defended by the newly crowned champion, Justo, who stunned the wrestling world by capturing the title at WrestleMania 41. His rise symbolizes a fresh era, one hungry to break free from the shadows of legends like Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. Standing across from him is none other than Logan Paul, a formidable outsider who has shattered expectations time and again, proving his mettle on wrestling's biggest stages. Despite Logan's tenacity and star power, Justo's hunger is palpable. Laser focused and determined, Justo is poised to carve out a legacy that's uniquely his own. My bet? Justo will walk away with the championship intact, signaling the dawn of a new wrestling dynasty. The Battle of Icons, John Cena versus Randy Orton. Finally, we arrive at a battle steeped in history and raw emotion. John Cena versus Randy Orton. This is more than a match. It's a collision of legends, a war of conflicting ideals. Cena sees himself as the last bastion of true WWE greatness, the man who carried the company on his broad shoulders for decades. Orton, however, paints a different picture, a relentless critic who accuses Cena of being little more than a marketing machine, a cartoon character who exploited the loyalty of children to build a lucrative empire. Orton's recent promo was a scathing, unfiltered verbal assault. He ripped into Cena's legacy with venom, calling out Cena's colorful PG-era antics as nothing but a calculated facade to stay relevant. The biggest mystery, Roman Reigns' potential return. Now, the WWE Universe's most burning question. Where is Roman Reigns? Since the earth-shattering betrayal by Paul Heyman at WrestleMania, where Heyman shockingly abandoned Roman to side with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, the tribal chief has been nowhere to be found. No Raw appearances, no promos, no word. Rumors swirl. Is he injured? Has he quietly walked away from WWE? Or is this a masterstroke in a larger plan? Here's the twist. Triple H might just be the spark that rekindles the tribal fire. Backstage whispers reveal Triple H's desperation is not just about boosting ratings. It's about obliterating the threat Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker now pose. Since Heyman's defection, Seth and Braun have run roughshod over the roster, demolishing opponents and openly disrespecting the legacy Roman forged with blood and sweat. The secret deal, Triple H's shocking offer. Behind the scenes of WWE's simmering chaos, whispers have grown into a roar about a seismic development. Triple H, the cerebral architect behind WWE's resurgence, is said to have laid out an offer so compelling it could rewrite the future of the company. This isn't your typical contract extension. According to insiders, Triple H hasn't just dangled a lucrative paycheck in front of Roman Reigns. He's crafted a deal that would be a dream come true for any superstar hungry for control and legacy. The contract reportedly grants Roman unprecedented creative freedom, allowing him to shape his own character and storylines without the usual corporate interference. Add to that a flexible schedule with part-time dates, acknowledging Roman's status and health while preserving his mystique. But the crown jewel? Roman would receive executive producer rights over his storylines, a powerful role that elevates him from performer to storyteller, giving him the reins to guide WWE's narrative and his image. Who could the secret partner be? The WWE Universe is buzzing with theories, and the speculation is settled on three colossal possibilities, each carrying the potential to shake the WWE landscape to its core. 1. CM Punk. Imagine the seismic energy of CM Punk and Roman Reigns joined forces. Both men share a uniquely bitter bond. They were betrayed by the very man who once stood as their closest ally, Paul Heyman. This shared history of treachery fuels a burning grudge, making them natural allies against a common enemy. The crowd's roar would be deafening as these two titans, each a once-in-a-generation talent with magnetic charisma and relentless intensity, unite in the ring. The raw emotion, the unfiltered animosity, and the sheer willpower on display could redefine the art of wrestling storytelling. Punk and Roman side by side would be a historic spectacle, a force of nature that could reshape WWE's hierarchy overnight. 2. Sami Zayn. Another tantalizing possibility is Sami Zayn, who recently stepped up to challenge Seth Rollins on Raw and suffered a merciless beatdown as a result. Sami's bold defiance has painted a target on his back, and perhaps now he sees Roman as his shield and sword. The old adage rings true here. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Roman teaming with Sami would be more than a partnership. It would be a statement, a new alliance forged in fire. Their combined forces could set the stage for an epic showdown that shakes the very foundation of WWE, bringing layers of emotional depth and long-term storytelling potential. 3. Jimmy Uso. This option is the wildest card, but by no means impossible. Jimmy Uso, Roman's former blood brother, betrayed the bloodline last year, fracturing their family bond in a move that shocked fans worldwide. But in WWE, blood runs deep, and redemption stories are the stuff of legends. Could Jimmy be seeking forgiveness? And if so, would Roman grant it, but only on one brutal condition: that Jimmy help him destroy Heyman's new alliance of Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker? A reunion of Roman and Jimmy, once allies turned bitter enemies, could flip the WWE narrative on its head and create one of the most emotionally charged storylines in recent memory. Final countdown, Backlash. 2025 awaits. The battlefield is set, the Warriors primed for combat, and the stakes have never been higher. Should Roman Reigns make his long-awaited return at Backlash, the WWE Universe better brace itself, because God help anyone who dares stand in his path. Stay tuned, subscribe, and buckle up. I'll be here every step of the way, bringing you all the twists, turns, and jaw-dropping moments as we count down to what promises to be one of the most epic nights in WWE history. Backlash 2025 is coming, and it will change everything.